Hey everybody, MSOM 602, Servant Leadership. Week 1 is finished. Um, and so hopefully you're taking a breath. I'll have most of the grading done by tomorrow, which will be Tuesday. I just wanted to share a couple of things. I put a lot of resources in the course. So for example, in week 1, under Read and Study, there was a lecture in there on the memo exercises. Now, it became obvious to me as I was grading the memo exercises that some of you read it and some of you didn't, okay? And so I just want to encourage you to make sure that you look at all the material that's provided each week, because you never know when it just might help you. So for example, here in week 2, you're going to see some additional information and some videos in there as well on the memo exercises. And the reason that I'm so hung up on memo exercises is because, quite frankly, the years that I spent in corporate America, people were not good at memos. They were just awful at memos. I mean, think about it. How many times has your boss or someone in your organization sent a memo that was this long, and you had no idea what it was going to be about, and then it was so general, it was like apple pie, you know? And so it's sort of like, well, yeah, why do I read that? And so you begin to, over time, just as soon as you get an email or a memo from that person, not even read it. And so in this class, in servant leadership class, a servant leader finds ways for people to clearly understand what needs to be read, seen, heard, and what doesn't. And what I want to have you walk away from this class in doing is get rid of generalities. Stop putting generalities in papers and communication, because people look at them and go, "Oh, okay, sure, yeah. Do I want, do I want quality goods at low prices? Yeah, I do. Okay." So be specific on these things. And which is why I'm going to be a real stickler on commitment. And you'll see, if you read the lecture last week, or if you watch the video this week, that part of your memos, I believe, from a servant leadership perspective, need to demonstrate that you're going to be the person on the front of the ship going, "This is the way we go." And you do that by providing compelling reasons for people to follow, not general reasons. I mean, for example, here in the first week, we talked about customer service. Well, you send out a memo to your team and it says, "We are committed to good customer service." It's like, okay, great. Well, how are we going to do that? Okay, and then you are specific on how you tell them. And then, what's it in it for me? And then you find up saying, okay, here is my specific commitment. The leader should go out on a limb. You should be out there with people being able to stare at you all the time and look at it and say, David is or is not providing the type of leadership on this particular initiative. So if David's not willing to do it, why should I try? And so that's why leadership commitment is so important. And don't assume your people believe you're committed. You have to demonstrate it. You have to show them. You have to put yourself out on the limb and say, here's what I'm going to do. It's going to be tough. But mark my words, that's what I'm going to do. And so, again, I've said it 3 times already. I'll say it again. Go out on a limb. Be specific with your commitments going forward. So, key message with this video, make sure you look at my stuff that I have in there. It's not because I think you're going to hurt my feelings if you don't. It's just I think there's some pretty good stuff in there. And then secondly, make sure as you put these memos together that you move out of this superfluous generalizations that we see so much today, and get into specifics so that the people, whenever you send out a memo to them, they actually read it. Wouldn't that be great? All right, take care.